Good morning, everyone. I'm here with the lovely Patty, and just doing a quick 30-day manicure as usual. And I wanted to hop on here, and we're going to show you guys how to do that. I wanted to talk a little bit about time management. I just got a fix-it on my hand. So I've just wiped her nails with nail prep, and I've filed them already. And if you look at the sides of them, they're quite smooth. You want to make sure there's no bump here where your old growth is. 30-day manicure gel application is so smooth, it's like gloss, that you don't want to have to work with a lot of product, around the cuticle trying to deal with a bump or anything like that. So just remove and smooth out any excess. And this is a fix-it, so this is just going onto her natural nail. I didn't use regular no-lift primer on her. She's been coming forever. I know that she doesn't really lift, so I don't need to worry about it so much. But I still use a fix-it on her. I like to use a fix-it on everybody. But if they're not really oily and you know that, if I put no-lift on her, it would just end up drying up really quickly anyway. She doesn't need it. So once you've got a client coming to you for a long time and you know this fact, then you don't have to worry about it. So she has picked out a fun color combo with the new Gold Crush and Formidable. So that's fun. So time management, you want to get your nails prepped and ready to be applying product. I'm actually about 2 minutes behind right now what I like to be, because I like to be applying gel at the half-hour mark, and that will keep me typically on time, but I should be able to speed up a little bit. Oh, look, my OptiBond is empty. Okay, so when your OptiBond gets really empty, you can take a wipe and give it a good clean out, because I've been telling people I'd clean that sparkle out for a while. It's funny. All right, so once you get it all good and clean, my OptiBond. OptiBond comes in these refill tubes. Hi, Ashley. Which mine is almost empty, but I got enough in here to last for the day, I'm sure. Yeah, okay. So give it a good squeeze out. Now, here's a trick, is that when you get to this point where you can't squeeze anywhere out, just cut this open and wipe the rest out of the tube. There's no waste, so. All right, so I'm just going to use OptiBond. You can use any bonding gel that you like, X-Bond, Adhere, bonding gel. I like the consistency of OptiBond. I like how it goes on, and I like that it's a flexible gel. So, but any of them will work. So whatever you want. Good morning, for real. Yes, not afternoon. Yesterday, Michelle said, good morning, and it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That little bit's going to drive me crazy. Okay. In the light, please. So there's a variety of hard gels that you can use. Natural, Enhance, Builder, our new Trinity, all of those are going to be fine. I gauge what hard gel I'm going to use. I use natural most of the time, but sometimes I'll switch it because I want to go a little faster to something else. But I also pay attention to the warmth of the client. If the client's really warm, a runnier gel is going to just run all that much faster. So a lot of people are using LED gels. So I'm going to go ahead and use Trinity and show you guys how to use that one for your 30-day manicure, because I have it here. I've been using it. What you do want to watch for is that it is a thinner gel, so you just want to make sure that you flash cure if necessary. So it's nice because it does self-level real easy, but I get worried that someone with, if their nails are, if they're warm at all and it starts to warm the gel, it runs, and I'd rather flash it for a second and not let it run. Brush off the tip to remove any excess. You don't need any really on the tip. Okay, so see, it's starting to go a little bit to the side, so flash for a second which is going to be 1, 2, and come back. And that's enough to get the molecules going, and it should stop. So it's really fast. So I'm just pillowing around the cuticle and gliding down. I'm keeping my brush flat on the nail. If your brush is this angle, you're not going to be able to gloss it over the nail and get a smooth surface. This is designed to have no finish filing. So to do that, you need to float it on the nail and gloss it over so that you can get a nice smooth nail. Gloss. This consistency of Trinity is similar to Enhance. I feel like it's maybe even slightly more self-leveling. Freeze. 1, 2, okay. But as you can see, those ones that I froze before stopped running. It only takes 2 seconds for this to start curing and not run. And it's a nice way to also flash it so it doesn't get too warm. So it's a good way for A, for heat, and B, so it doesn't run on you. But it's a really fast gel. Now, Trinity does have bonding gel built in. So if you wanted to skip the bonding gel step, you could. My clients tend to go a month. So I like to make sure, you can take that out if it gets warm. I would flash that thumb a little bit. If you want to, I totally forgot what I was about to say.
My clients go a month.
My client, yes, so bonding gel. So because my clients go a month, I want to make sure that it has the best bond. And anytime you have a 3-in-1 gel, something's got to give. You're not going to have the best bond. You may not have the best gloss. They're all going to do their job pretty well, but I like to make sure that when it comes to bonding on the nail, that I get the best bond possible. And it, you know, for 30 seconds worth of time, I don't mind having an extra bonding layer. So granted, if someone's really late, throwing Trinity on and not having to worry about it is awesome. Hi from Wisconsin. I'm going to be in Wisconsin in like 2 days. Oh, we're going to a wedding in Illinois, and then we're heading over to Janesville to see his mother. So I said that badly. That was not the way it meant to come out. To see his mommy and friends. Okay, let me get orange wood stick. I touch the skin right here, and it's like opening a floodgate. Once you do, it's going to keep going there. So make sure you check it a couple of times. So again, you want to keep your brush flat on the nail. See how it's like floating on top of it? That's the angle you want. And you can't get into the gel, otherwise you're going to create valleys. And if you create valleys, then you've got to finish file because it's not going to be smooth. Okay, flash. Good morning, Miss White. Okay. All right, and the thumb. So one of the things I want to look at is that her thumb curls down quite easily. If she were to wear her nails longer, she would be one of those clients where you really have to work with the hook of the nail. And so I sometimes will build it up just a little bit towards the front, towards this area, to give the illusion that it doesn't quite hook down so much. So I'm going to do that. And that way when you look at the nail, it doesn't have quite the hook appearance. So it just gives you more of the illusion that it's straighter. I just want to make sure that the front doesn't get thick because I always like to have the front thin. But that will help with that illusion of it not hooking too much. Okay. All right, so that is it for your hard gel layer. Just one thin layer like that. And then I'm gonna go straight to color. So she's chosen Formidable and our gorgeous Gold Crush, which I'm gonna give a little bit of a stir to. This is our new Gold Crush, which is stunning. What did you say it was? A glitter girl's dream?
Glitter girl's dream. Every color. Every single one of the colors.
They're pure happiness. Mm-hmm. So again, this is Formidable, which is kind of like a darker coral. Like an orangey coral color, but not too on the orange side. Oh, that one's supposed to be glitter. Hold the fort. So we're going to do a solid nail, a couple faded, and then solid glitter. Hi, Rhonda. I feel like it's so quiet today. There's a few people that have come in. There's no questions. Everyone's just chilling watching nails. I'm going to give a shout out to Nicole, who texted me this morning and said, I need to work on my time. How do we work on the time? So this is for you, Nicole. There's one way to do it. Use Trinity, flash cure every 2 nails so it makes sure it doesn't move on you. Because when it moves too much, then you have to deal with finish filing, and we don't have time for that. Oh, Miss Becky is watching. Becky's one of my clients who is a master knitter. If you ever needed like a fancy shawl knitted, she's like the fancy shawl queen.
Nice.
She does amazing things. She's how I met Jared.
Sweet.
Yeah. It's all her fault. I blame you, Becky. Hey, Erin. So what I did over here if you just saw me push a little bit of gel into that corner, is that the corner kind of falls a little bit. Checking the line when I'm doing it, there's a little bit of a bump right there, so I just pushed a little bit of extra gel in that corner to make it smoother. Okay. Second coat. Again, this is Luxio Formidable. And then we'll do glitter. Miss Patty here gets to take these nails off to London and Paris. Can we all say we're jealous? I told her to have lots of yummy things. Okay, so this little speck here that moved on me, whatever it did, I'm going to go in and it messes up my line of my gel polish, and I don't like it. Even though I was going to get glitter there. That's how I just kind of push that out of the way. Oh, can you read that from Michelle for me?
This is my relaxed time before I go to a town hall meeting to discuss state laws and regs with fellow nail techs.
Wow. Town hall meeting. I think our city of Washington, or state in Olympia, has stuff occasionally. I've been to one of them, but it was like no one actually gets to be heard, so it's like it's an interesting day, but it didn't change anything. There's things that I would change. Like, I would have a school if I didn't have to pay a school to get something. What gel did I use under Luxio? I used Trinity today. So if you turn this on a little bit later when it's over and want to watch it from the beginning, I used Trinity. So Trinity is our new 3-in-1 gel. So it goes on similar to a gloss, and it's 3-in-1. Now you can see this spot a little bit better where there was a drop. So because this is Luxio and it's not going to wrinkle by adding a little bit more, I just pushed a little tiny bit into that corner just to see if we could get it to be a little bit more the shape that I like. And I do have different gels for different situations. When it comes to how runny or how hard a gel is, the roosters are loud today. How runny or how hard the gel is, it's runny or stiff, I guess is the better word. Your temperature of your salon is going to have a lot to do with that. And a lot of salons have different temperatures in the day because they turn the heat off or the air off at night. And so when you get there in the morning, it might have been warm in the salon all day. Just trying to get some of the glitter out of this. Not that it matters because I'm about to put more in it. I don't know why I bother. All right, so I'm going to pick up a bunch of this Gold Crush. And I found that I like to just kind of dab it into place, especially around the cuticle. And just push it. And then it really does kind of glide down. And it lays flat if you can kind of lay it down with the flat part of your brush.
Ashley wants to know if you recorded your own nails because they're pretty.
Oh, thanks. No. It was a design I was trying to like just mess with and figure out, and it's just line after line, and it took a long time. And you know, doing our own nails, it's like it takes forever. I mean, if I were gonna try to do these for a client, they would get like one of them because it's a lot of line layers, and so you're going back and forth in the light, and it just takes a while. So I did not. All right. And then I'm going to fade this one. So I'm going to push up towards the cuticle. So once I get a good kind of solid line with the cuticle, that's when I start to pull it down. Now it's not going to fade as fine as your Auroras because it doesn't have a microfine in it. You only have 2 sizes of glitter, whereas your Aurora glitters have 3 sizes. So you get a little bit more fade effect with your Auroras, but you can pull these out and make them look pretty darn good. This one, glitter is in a weird spot. A little bit of the clear from the crush has gotten into cuticle, and I don't want that there, so I'm just going to push that out. Make sure that it's perfectly smooth. I don't like any product in the cuticle. I'm really, really picky about product in the cuticle. I'm going to freeze that. I'm really picky about product in the cuticle because I don't want clients to have something to pick at. She laughs.
Because we will.
Yeah, that's true. They will. Pick. Yes, they will pick. You're good. You don't pick though.
No, but if I have a rough spot, I play with it all the time. So, which I never have with you, but I mean, I understand. It made me laugh because I understand.
Yes. So I try to eliminate the playground of picking. It's a new term, playground of picking. It's pretty. I swear, when it comes down to like fading glitter, I could play with it all day until I get like every little dot where I want it, and I just have to say, no, it looks good, put it in the light. I have to tell myself, it's fine. The nice part about having these pre-made is that I have a really good glitter to gel ratio. So you technically can make your own glitter gels like these. I'm not sure what clear they are using as a base for the glitter crush. I'm guessing it's Options Clear, but it seems a little bit runnier than Options Clear, so it might not be. It might be a different formula altogether. we have a gel called Glitter Me from Gel Play. It might be that. I might have to play with that. And it's designed to mix your own glitter into it. So you can get some loose glitters. But you've got to find, I think the trick is finding, if you wanted to make a glitter gel like this, the trick would be finding your couple of sizes of glitter of the same color. Because that's really what makes these sparkle a lot, is having multiple sizes of glitter instead of just one. Okay, I'll do full coverage on this one. And tap it. So yes, Patty's off to Paris, and I was telling her that in Paris right now, in case any of y'all are going to Paris in the next probably 6 months, I think is how long they're going to have it. They have a Ferris wheel right now between the Louvre and the Champs-Élysées, the street, the big street with all the shopping and everything. And it's right by that big obelisk, but it looks right down through both sides. And that Ferris wheel is temporary, but it lets you have the most amazing view of Paris that you can't get anywhere else. Anywhere else you go that's high enough is a landmark. So if you get a picture of Paris from a landmark, you don't have that landmark in your picture. And so from this Ferris wheel right now, you actually get a really amazing view of Paris. I love Paris. I have a Paris powder room in my house.
Of course you do.
I do. I love Paris. It's got like all these old-fashioned like pictures and some, you know, newer pictures, but a lot of black and white pictures of Paris and stuff. It's cute. One of my clients has a Paris bathroom too. All right, I'm going to freeze that. Morning. All right, now we're going to do this one. Will you have to finish file after this nail? No. The reason I'm not going to have to finish file is because I'm going to use Options Clear as my top coat. Options Clear is a slightly thicker consistency than Luxio Gloss. Luxio Gloss is a thicker consistency than Shine On. So if I was doing Shine On, I would have all kinds of roughness because it's just not a thick enough top coat to go over it and not have any bumps. It's going to kind of settle into between the bumps, and then you're going to feel the bumps. So to not have any bumps, you've got to use a top coat with a thicker viscosity so that it can sit on top of that glitter. So by using Options Clear, I will be able to get a completely smooth nail and not have to finish file. I don't have time for finish filing. In most of my services, I would need to add an extra 15 minutes. The next 15 minutes means I've got to charge more because it's more time. And as everyone knows, time is money. So in order to be able to do the service that I do, I need to know how to apply product and what products to use to make sure we don't have to finish file. So pink and white backfills, like I did one yesterday. Ah, Princess Sarah. Then the pink and white backfills, I do have to finish file. And so those take more time normally. All right, so here's my Options Clear. And you can use your Luxio Gloss on the solid nails if you want. It really doesn't matter. I'm faster with Luxio Gloss, so I will. Why not? They're all super shiny, so it's not going to make a difference. If you can tell the difference after a month, I'll be impressed. But it'd also be a good test, but I don't think you can. All right, so Options Clear. It's a thicker viscosity because it's a true gel. See that? It's not really going anywhere. I'm going to dab it on and just gloss it over the nail. Glossing means you don't let your bristles flare. If your bristles are flaring, you're dragging it on top of the nail and you're pulling off product. When you pull off product, you don't get a smooth surface. But if you look at the line of light on that, it's smoothing out really nicely. Push it around the cuticle. And I'm going to grab where I pushed it around and pull that down because I don't want to have a big bump right there. And because it takes me a few seconds to get this really perfect, I don't want to do the thumb with these sitting there runny, and I don't want the gravity to pull it sideways. So, flash. Ah, Princess Sarah's done amazing. She's sweet. She's a friend. She's Princess. We call her Princess Honeybee. She's getting married in a month. I know. Haven't gotten to see her in a million years, but she's getting married. Hopefully I'll get to see her at her reception at least. She's doing a little wedding. All right. So just gloss that over, check your line of light, make sure it's real smooth so when you are done you can touch the surface and it's not going to be bumpy at all. Okay, gonna put that in. This one's Luxio Gloss, just brushing these on real quick.
Those look pretty. They are pretty.
I think she's happy.
So happy.
Someone has some music going now. And once you've done a wet layer of your options, you can dab a little in and kind of wiggle it and it will self-level into itself. So it's pretty easy to use. The difference between options clear and options crystal clear is a question we get a lot. I'm not quite sure why they named one clear and one crystal clear because it's very confusing. But options clear is the original. It's very flexible. Options crystal clear is harder. Could I use options crystal clear for this step? Totally. I like to add flexibility where I can, and that's why I choose to use options clear as opposed to crystal clear. Flexibility adds strength, and so I like to add flexibility where possible. Go ahead and put that in because we already have a solid layer of hard gel. So we don't need any more hardness. There's plenty of hardness on the nail. So by adding flexibility, you end up adding more strength that way and you get some things on my brush. A nice strong nail. We don't want clients breaking nails. Have you ever broken a nail?
Nope.
She's never broken a nail.
Not once since I started coming to you.
That's how you trap them forever.
That's true. You're never allowed to leave me.
You're going to come to the mountain when I move to the mountain?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be pretty awesome. Someday it'll be awesome. All right, go ahead and put that in. All right, so after that's done, the other hand should be cured and ready to finish. The only finish filing I do is on the edges and then the free edge always, so should have a nice squeak. Your options aren't going to squeak as much as your Luxio. It's fine. It's just the difference in the flexibility and the hardness and how it cures. But I always come in on the sides and on the front. So you might get a little bit of color that's shrunk back. It's not going to matter because you want to do this at the very front of the nail anyway because you want a nice finished edge. And it lets you make sure that each side is perfectly smooth. You don't want anything for pickers to pick at. And it makes you refine your free edge shape. You do not have to worry about breaking a seal with this product. It does not cause any problem. And then I always take my E-file and thin out your free edge. You want to make sure you do this so that the nail as it grows out doesn't curl in and cause any separation. There's a little line of light bump right there. It's one of those things I see that clients typically don't really notice or care about, but I just am perfectionist, so I'd really like it to just not do that. She's laughing at me. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about, but whatever. All right, so oil, and then I always take my lap towel See, now it squeaks when you get rid of all the tacky. And that's it. So I'm just going to do her other hand and then send her on her way. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Bye.